Okay, let's see if this is any better and if we've got some audio. Right, first off then, can you hear me, guys? If you can just put it in the chat, that'd be great. Fantastic. Okay, let's say a few hellos then. Oh, technology, eh? So we have, so far then, we've got Azza Khan, you're here as well. Estelle, as you're here. Jacqueline Lewis, Jamal James, Fazia, Diane Linnon, you're here as well. Susan Bopp, Laurie Lunn, and Patty Carpenter. Harvey DJ Green, you're here. Susan Bopp, thank you. And Joseph Lands, Laurie Lunn, and Henry Horn, hello. And Kaylee as well. Estelle Peach, and Tonya Hennard. Rennie Kaufman, James King, hello to you guys. And obviously there'll be more people coming in as well. Peter Sester, you're here. Gift of ONPASSIVE. Jim Palamisino, hello. Tonya Hennard, hello to you. We've also got Carlos Cows as well. Mike Davis is here, and Perpetua, you're here. Lynn Nakamoto's back as well with Carl Chapman, and Rajendra Agawal, hello to you. Adele from Stravanova, hi, how are you doing? Or Stravanova, maybe. Juanita Ali's back again. Hello to you, Joyce Quamena, maybe. Charlotte Petrina, hello to you. And who else we got? Phoenix November, hello. Mr. Me, hello to you. Okay, so I'm going to get going, and obviously for those that I've missed, I'm terribly sorry, and I'm sorry that for whatever reason my computer decided to play up. So right, let's start off with the important information that I needed to relay to you, and it's to do with the physical products. Now, I've done a video on this, and it is going to be in this channel after I get off this live for you guys, and it will explain a bit about the physical products, how it's going to affect us as founders. So I won't explain it here on here because it's 6 or 7 minutes long, but it really is to make sure that you guys are aware of how the physical products are going to affect the company and us, the founders. Okay, so when you get a chance, pop over to this channel and it will be in there. I believe that Marty is also going to stream it to all the other channels as well, so that everybody is going to be on the same page. But the bottom line of it is, let's appreciate what we have and been given with ONPASSIVE, but there's a lot of people who keep expecting a little bit more, and that's not really on. So that was the bottom line of it. So anyway, let's get along with the recap of yesterday as roundtable when Ash Mufareh came on. And he came on and he said how proud he was of the events in Germany with Angie and Andrea Han in particular, and the UK, and was thankful to all the leaders involved in both the events. And Ash called out many of the leaders' names as well. He said that COVID is raising its ugly head once more, and he has done a full test on all of his staff in Hyderabad. And there is 8 COVID positive tests at the moment. No one has serious symptoms because obviously they've all had the jab, and many of them have had the booster as well. But they've had to put back in some of the old requirements, the COVID restrictions as far as work is concerned, and lunch times and the cafeterias are staggered so that all of the staff aren't in one area at a time, and the social distancing has been the same as well. So let's hope that that doesn't escalate into anything else. So that would be pretty good. Also, he said we got a new website now, planned as always on a Monday at the moment. He personally loves it, and if you notice, there is a link 57 in your back office. You'll also notice that the founders link has been taken away, and there is no links at all on this web page. This is so that you can send it out to people to give them a good idea of what ONPASSIVE is all about. Remember, if you are sending this out, link 57, then you will need to have your contact details on it as well, so people will be able to get back in contact with you. He said many have been waiting for this phase we are in now, and I do feel that we have a bigger interest in us in this new phase that we are going to be coming to. He said, I don't want to say we have not opened to the open market for sale in the past 4 years, but this new phase is for sales of the products. Now, for 4 years, what have we been doing? We've been inviting people to join us as inviting people to join us as founders who have the vision of what we are trying to achieve with ONPASSIVE, and that is absolutely fantastic. This next stage, and this is why he didn't want to talk about the products and the packages and how it was all going to go about, because he didn't want founders coming in for the wrong reasons. Now that's out the way, now we are going to be moving into the next phase, which means sales, okay, of some of the products, and I'll get into that a little bit later in this recap that I'm doing at the moment. He said we managed to attract nearly 1.5 million in the past 4 years, and we are a movement of unity with a name and a small understanding of what we are. Just a small vision attracted so many people. We are now beyond that vision and have affordable, disruptive AI products. The lower price that is currently on the market, we are going to make sure that we are not only a lower price, but also with a higher value than anybody else who's out there at the moment. We will all benefit passively, he said. The pay structure and bonuses and revenues will be of a hybrid version. What does that mean in layman's terms? It means it is not going to be set in stone. It is going to be a fluid. It is going to change, okay? Because what he doesn't want it to be is a situation where people start turning it into a recruiting drive just to get a specific amount of commissions for a specific amount of products. That is not what we're about. We're about introducing people to ONPASSIVE for the benefit of the products and services. Obviously, we will benefit by the commissions that we get on the sales of those within our organization. But what he wants it to be is of an ethical mind, that people are joining for the right reasons, because they want to see the value of the products and services that we have, and not just that monetary value for being part of ONPASSIVE. He says the hybrid is going to be there because it's not a money game, exactly as I've said, that he doesn't want it to be a money motivated scheme. It is the biggest pay structure in the world. We haven't seen it yet, obviously, but he has said it will blow absolutely everything else out of the water. Our expenses are lower than those of other companies that have started before us, because we have started from the ground up with the newest technologies. He gave the example of Ram. Thank you very much for your super sticker, my friend. That's very kind of you. He gave the example of other companies who have the old tech. Old tech is normally slower, more expensive to use and to drive, whereas what we have is bang up to date new technology that we have built ourselves, used ourselves, integrated with artificial intelligence. So this is our superior advantage. We are a cheaper to run company, and because we are a cheaper to run company, we can also pass this on to the consumer to make the products cheaper for them as well. We need fewer resources in terms of structure and human requirements due to the amount of artificial intelligence that we are using within our products and services. So better tech, better innovation features, so that we will all benefit with the financial reward from us, that is the company, having these far superior products and services. The coming phases, he said, we will be having more marketing campaigns. Now, he did explain a little bit about the marketing campaigns and how obviously 1.5 million people can't all be in one marketing campaign. Many of you have asked, well, how does my date and time stamp come into play now that we are into this next phase? He explained to us that the coming marketing campaigns, before you have activated your accounts, will be done on a time and date stamp basis. So for instance, if one marketing campaign needs 20,000 people, obviously he will go back to the beginning, get 20,000 with the earliest time and date stamp, put them into that marketing campaign and run with that, etc., etc., moving forward. This is because these were the early bird users and adopters of the ONPASSIVE ecosystem, and they should be rewarded first within these new marketing campaigns. Remember, guys, this is an extra from the company. We haven't activated our accounts at this stage, okay? So this is what the company are doing to test their traffic sources, and also it will be commissionable as well, which means in return then they will be testing out the wallet services as well. We will have multiple innovative labs, he said, physical products and mechanicals in the bio industry, and we are targeting different sectors. Our scientists and researchers are all also on the hunt for massive and innovative ideas from founders. It sees as valuable. Now, he touched on this as well by saying that we will be looking for founders if they have good ideas, and there is going to be a process. Each of the areas will have a tab where you'll be able to submit your ideas, and obviously if the company think it's a good idea, then they will step it up to the next level, and so on and so on. Details of this will be shared within the future. So all those people out there now who are saying, I've got a really good idea for ONPASSIVE, just hang on to it for now, okay? And when we are moving forward, you will have the ability to have that passed on to the right areas, and if they think it's a good idea, then obviously they will reach out to you and work with you on what that idea is. Our products will extend beyond 2025, just as what we have at the moment. Okay, even with all the products that we have in the pipeline at the moment, this is going to take us through to at least 2025, 3 years in advance, where we are right now. That's not without inventing one more product or producing anything else. That is where we are right now. So we have an endless product multiplier per month within all sectors. So this is going to be a continual thing. We'll start with what we've got, but during the process of releasing the ones that we have now, what's going to be happening in the background? Yep, we're going to be developing new products, new ideas, new technology that is going to take us forward to the next 10 years and beyond. We are literally replacing every component of items in the world that we know today, all to simplify quality of life and the environment around us. We are creating a movement of our founders and all who are coming in to join us. Remember, I said it's not always just about the money. It is about re-educating people. It is about giving people something that they can really believe in and make a difference, not only to their own lives, but to people around them, humanity, and the environment that they are living in. Our name ONPASSIVE is the only one to describe it. Words in the dictionary are not acceptable descriptions of where ONPASSIVE is and where we are going to be going in the future. Now, he's used lots and lots of terminology and lots of words in the past to try and describe ONPASSIVE, but at the stage we're at the moment, there really isn't one word that would describe what we are trying to achieve. He went on to say, what I am sharing today will be a reference in 10 to 20 years time to say what it means. Now, this is a big deal, guys. It really is. To say where we are right now and what we are trying to achieve, people will be looking back at the videos that he has done and reference them in them for the future, to say, look, this is what he was talking about back then in 2022 in July, in early July. Look where he is now. He was predicting that back then to where we are in the future. If you look at old videos of Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg and these kinds of guys, they have the same mentality and visional experiences way back a long way to where they wanted to be. Our CEO, Ash Mufareh, is no different. He is mapping out what he wants to happen at this very early stage. And as he said, this will be referenced in years to come because of what he has been saying. We are a gateway to a new area, he said. We cannot convey to you today what the actual picture is. He says, ONPASSIVE is happening in an unstoppable way. He also said, by engaging, don't delay that credibility of the company. This is a path to take. What we know today and who we are attracting is much more different level than it was 4 years ago. And I concur with that, because when I joined nearly 4 years ago, it was nothing like this at all. It was a plain plug and play, done for you marketing platform. That's all it was. Where we are today is so much bigger. It's so much more. It's so much more visionary than it ever was back then. So all the time we are all evolving, and this will always happen. I always give the same example of Amazon. When Amazon first started, what were they? They were a second-hand bookshop that did everything online. People bought second-hand books from them. What are they now? They are a completely different entity to what they first started at. Was what they were doing, selling books, bad? No, it wasn't, because it's got them to where they are today. But what they did do is they saw areas within the internet space that they could use to make their business better. ONPASSIVE will be no different. All the time we will be looking, we will be developing, we will be finding areas that we can make a difference within, and this is how we are going to grow and expand moving forward. He went on to say then that in the beginning, the interest of the company was to fix the corruptional way of making it online. This allowed the company to move forward, and now look where we are. Those here today who have taken it seriously from the beginning will get it and understand what I am trying to say here today. I say here today to give respect to those who have been engaged over the last 4 years. Those that have trusted the process will accept and enjoy that process. Again, I'm going to go back to saying what I said about the physical products. Go and watch the video, and that explains a little bit of what he was trying to say here. There is people who are out there who are always expecting more and more and more. We've been given so much by our CEO, and we should be thankful for what he has given to us, for the promise that he made. And the promise that he made was, as a founder, you will have access, once you have activated your account, to the ecosystem of the digital products and services of ONPASSIVE. Anything outside that is a bonus, and that is entirely up to him whether we, the founders, will benefit from that or not. He wants to, okay, but at the end of the day, it's his choice, okay, and it's not our right to think that we will get part of that. So like I said, go back to the video that I've done, and that will explain it a little bit more. So he said, I say to those today to give respect to those that have been engaged. Those that have trusted the process will accept and enjoy that process. We have risked nothing, a leap of faith to believe that this is the best thing to happen in your life. We have an intelligence and made it happen. Remember what he's always said, do it or die. And I totally agree. That has been one of the best mantras to have. If it's not worth dying for, then it's really not worth doing, is it, at the end of the day? It was not made ONPASSIVE was not made for profitability. It was created to fix the corruption, make humanity better. ONPASSIVE is the only solution for a stimulus stimulus plan for the economy. He was talking about we have got a world recession coming. He was talking about how there's stimulus plans in place within America now, but there's no solution. All it is a band-aid over a very weeping wound at the moment, but there is no solution. The only real solution out there at the moment is ONPASSIVE. We are this new stimulus plan for the economy. The world's economy didn't get better and the darker nights are coming, he said. But ONPASSIVE is the only stimulus plan that will work for you in the near future. You do not have to look any further than what we have for ONPASSIVE. The recession is coming, unemployment, there's wars, there's fuel hikes, etc. We hope we don't get that to that point, but if it does happen, we need to have a plan. So we are so fortunate to have ONPASSIVE as that stimulus plan. So ONPASSIVE is looking forward to meetings virtually and in physical terms in the coming future. I actually spoke a little bit about the Pride at our physical meetup at Worcester on Saturday, of the foundership that was there. It really was a joy to see of how proud all of those people in that room were, not only to physically meet each other, but how proud they were to be a founder in ONPASSIVE. It was an amazing thing to see. He said there are products that will flip this planet. We purposely did not share this while the founder's opportunity was open. Life-changing in every essence. Human life-changing products. Would you die for it? Hell yeah, he said, because life counts for it. When you know more, you do more because you are better for it. There is stuff you'll have to live with for a while to see that full impact. In the next couple of years, life will look a hell of a lot different. He said, my name is Ash Mufareh, and I am going to guarantee that. We had a few questions after that, which I won't go over too much, but Peter Serura asked, can you clarify what products are there going to be in the OMV, okay, which was of over market value. And Ash said, so far we've got Academy, Peer, Staff, etc. Solutions. There is no solution right now that can read the emotional state of a human person, but we have technology right now that reads and gives a report about a person's emotional and mental state. Detailed and scientific reports, he went on to say, speaking to social studies, preventing crimes, connecting with the audience and seeking distractions. This one thing alone is so disruptive, and that's just one thing. You know, it really is a fantastic thing, that is. He said he'll be able to read up to 1 million people at a time. I mean, that's just absolutely incredible. Up until now, it could not be done. This technology is added to our solutions, so our tech is more advanced than it was than whatever is out there. So we are above price, capacity, and value, and all above other current technologies. Absolutely fantastic. So last off then, Neeraj, can you tell us how many products will come out in the month of July? Ash said they are currently making a decision on the business model to release the products of the market value, which are a couple of sprints away. And it says, it is worth waiting the 60 to 90 days to finish this sprint. But he said by the end of August, there is going to be Trim, Tracker, Net, Mail, Staff, Connect, Desk, Academy. And then into September, there's going to be Chat, Peer, and Virtual, and Opal as well. So we really are in a great position. He's not said that anything will not be released before the end of the 60 to 90 days. What he's saying is that we need to make sure that we have everything correct before we start releasing anything else. He said none of the physical products are coming out within the next 90 days. The rollout is going to be of a hybrid natures. Don't focus on one thing, guys. So one client can generate multiple transactions, like I said right at the beginning. So that was it for the recap of the roundtable last night. I just want to personally say that those people out there who are continually wanting more, when Ash keeps continually giving us something, then you should really hang your heads in shame. What we have been given for $97 so far has completely blown us out of the water. We are in such a privileged position as a founder because everything is going to be done for us. Every single person coming into this business in the future will be coming through us as a founder. We couldn't ask to be in a bit better position, and we are all going to reap the benefits and the rewards of our ONPASSIVE ecosystem. So let's not look continually for a little bit more, and a little bit more. Let's focus on what we have. Let's be content with what we have right now. We know so little about what we already have. So why are we looking for something more? It just doesn't make any sense at all. Accept the process, guys. Relax in the knowledge that you are going to be very, very, very looked after in the future as a founder of ONPASSIVE. Anyway, guys, thanks very much for coming on and watching this. If this is the first time you're watching this on my YouTube channel, just underneath here is the subscription button, or to the right is the tab as well. Give that a like and a click, okay, and you will then be subscribed to the channel. Make sure you click the bell, the notification bell on the right hand side, then you'll be notified whenever I upload any more videos. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. Remember, pop over, have a look at that new video that I've put on about let's talk about physical products. That's it for me. Bye for now.